Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And this is Hazard. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And here's Mbappe. Quality ball. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Argentina still without a single shot on target. And he was quick to react. McAllister, and it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Little pass back. Messi. Out to the right. No, not quite on the same wavelength. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Gonzalez. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Alexander-Arnold. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Half-time getting close now. Nicely spread. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Argentina really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Kane. And Fernandez. And it's McAllister. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face to face with his great rival.
Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Gonzalez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Alexander-Arnold. That's a lovely, neat pass. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Knocks it out wide. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Messi. Gonzalez. And this is... Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have our breakthrough.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Oh, that's delightful. Hoisted it. It's a mighty effort! Kane finds himself offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Argentina still ahead by the game's only goal. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, I think they're going to need a collective aggression to nullify his work and just keep him high on the radar.
And this is Kane. Oh, shooting chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself? OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different...
Oh, it's come off the upright. He's missed, but not by that far. Oh, that's a key interception. Out to the left it goes. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foyt. Nice looking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And this is Azar. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They've played it short. And this is Messi. Flashes it across. And Dijk gets it away. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Nicely shaped ball. That's going to go a long way.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's lofted through here. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Now it's Messi. Robertson in acres of space out wide. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. McAllister. Ambitious ball here. Gonzalez! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Probing pass. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Foyt can get it clear. That's a throw. Jimenez. Spread it left. Gonzalez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Awesome. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Mbappe. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Azar conjures time and space where few can. Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Just about up to the hour now.
The match was 71,550.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, that's been intercepted. Foyt. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Quality ball. Akanji spots it and intercepts. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Messi. Gonzalez. Played through into space.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Number 10, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 21, Vinicius Junior.
Lamina. It's Camavinga. Guardiola. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And now the breakaway. Now it's Gonzalez. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Argentina truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Added time.
And that will be the final act. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line
And
here.
now,
Perhaps
to all
one team
members of the
might be
crowd,
happier,
I'd
but
like to ask
at the
you
final
to join
reckoning,
me
it's
in
honours
wishing
even
our
and no
birthday
complaints.
boy a very special birthday.
So thank you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Van Dijk. Molina. Camavinga. Gonzalez. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. So we're still where we started right now. Now he's got space here. And here's Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a promising position. And the shot! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. And that is out of play. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Fernandez. To Messi. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Shot could be on, and he shoots! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Argentina have their second corner now. Fagioli is there and he can get that clear. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Robertson. Gonzalez. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's in a great position here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He shifted it to the flank. Molina gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Molina calmly anticipates. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That ball looks a good one.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes.
Laid out to the left flank. Gonzalez. Fernandez. And the shot! No mistake! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. And that is that. Argentina are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it.
Against South Korea.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Argentina cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Rafinha, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the...
Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there. Van Dijk is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Son Heung-min. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mbappe is onto this. Son Heung-min going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Fernandes. And he was quick to react. Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Sung. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now he's got space here. That is good alertness. Oh, a delicate chip through. Messi gets flagged offside. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Beckham. Now Martinez. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
For the benefit of anybody who has found
look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Jimenez. Aimed beyond the defence. Davis. And it's Son Heung-min. Referee's given a throw. Sung. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now it's Messi. Robertson. Looking for options for movement. Now that... And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass somewhat off target. And he's forced to go back. Davis. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Well, the ball's gone astray. It's anyone's ball now. And Dyke tries to clear. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Son Heung-min. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Really fierce, close defending.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Good ball, good take. Beckham gets across to intercept that. That pass isn't the best. Taken back almost at once.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Messi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's had a shot! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack.
And now,
the outcome
to all members
inevitable.
of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join
Well,
me
after all
in
of that,
wishing
Jim,
our
what are you
birthday
thinking?
boy a
Argentina
very
can
special
always take
birthday.
more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim. Argentina have yearned for this. Now they must earn
Hello,
it.
everybody,
If they
and
can
welcome
earn a
to
point
today's
over the
match.
next 90 minutes,
Manchester
they
United
are going up.
against Argentina.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Argentina come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, that's been intercepted.
I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Puskás really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now this could be a chance. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Puskás, he's well positioned here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This time, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
That's a little off target. And this is Puskás, takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, such good technique as well, that was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Quality ball. Now it's Puskás, pops him off it and wins back the ball. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Puskás. And Puskás! Superb from Puskás! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Pass is just off target. Lampard is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Puskás. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. This might spell danger. And he shoots! And he's there to make the block. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Good read, needed to be.
Has been indicated.
Gonzalez. And that has put paid to that. Alexander-Arnold. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. Go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Puskás. And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. McAllister. Argentina still this single goal behind. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Looking for the run. He's had a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on.
He's tried one! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Puskás, Messi. Fernandes. Messi. Played out to the left flank. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gonzalez. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Messi. And this is Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Messi. Spread it left. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Puskás, and he's in on goal. Here's shapes to shoot, and it's there. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Not so much sophistication as doggedness. And that is that. Argentina have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And a quick announcement today.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... Argentina are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it?
Against Milan.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Argentina cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Picked out brilliant, it's Kane! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's come off the upright. Here comes the corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Oh, that's nice. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Fernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Argentina, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Foyt. Looking for a runner. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. And it's McAllister. Gonzalez, and the shot! Goal! Argentina! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Argentina have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
And he's straight offside. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Gonzalez. Important interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
McAllister. It's Camavinga. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Everybody, and please join
I think
me in
on the
wishing
whole
a
the team
happy
linked up
wedding
very well and
anniversary
has
for
been
one of our
organised,
fan club members.
hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Here comes the cross. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. They've played it short. Now the ball in. That has been knocked clear. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gonzalez. Argentina just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Gonzalez. McAllister. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gonzalez. Knocks it out wide. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Messi. And here's Gonzalez. Can he finish? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Gonzalez has it in a wide position. Hoisted in. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
He's a lucky boy. I've seen cards issued for less. Here's hoping he stays out of further trouble.
And it's hoisted clear.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Good pressure, determined, intense.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Kane. He's looking wide. Gonzalez stood his ground strongly. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out to the left it goes. Messi being hunted in packs.
Well, in that second striker's position, he's so hard to track, so hence the man marking.
Substitution in progress.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gonzalez. And this is Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Gonzalez. Kane. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's that. Argentina have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing is what ultimately decides games like this, but not on this occasion. They played the game and the occasion beautifully.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Argentina are all smiles coming into this game.
Hello, everybody,
They've
and
already
welcome
secured
to
their
today's
ticket to the
match.
promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Messi. Robertson. Gonzalez. Gonzalez! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Pedri. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Look at the space here. Great ball. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri. And it's Neymar. Now Howson. He shifted it to the flank. Barcola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk. And it's Valverde. Oh, super ball! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McAllister. And Gonzalez. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to...
Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 8, Gonzalez.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. McAllister is always looking to break lines and he's lost his man here. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
And it's with the keeper.
Argentina are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Valverde. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Haaland. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's an imaginative pass. Argentina are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi, driving forward. That's a good run he's making there. And it's Fernandez. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Now, oh, what? And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's loose, and there's a race for them. And he's following up. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Messi. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Gonzalez.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Haaland really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Has been indicated.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Gonzalez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.
Just a quick announcement.
And deservedly so.
We'd like to inform you that CCTV is now in
Any
operation
reflections on
for
what you've
your
seen,
safety.
Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim. Argentina are already in celebration mode. Free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake.
Argentina!
Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We have already started here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, this could be a chance. Lovely, now then. He's on it, can he? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. And it's McAllister. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold, nicely shaped ball, floated through, and he can clear it away. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No goals as yet. Alexander-Arnold. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Argentina! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 27 minutes is number 18, Lionel Messi!
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Now it's Gonzalez. Now it's Messi. That is a brilliant interception. McAllister. Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Argentina have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Argentina really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
It's a promising position. This looks Gonzalez! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
McAllister. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, I think they're going to need a collective aggression to nullify his work and just keep him high on the radar.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The attendance for this
60
match
minutes
was
played.
80,953.
And this is Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. Out to the left it goes. Fernandez, who does have an assist to his name. Messi has found the net here, of course. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Dijk. This is Jimenez. McAllister. Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Azar. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's McAllister. Thinks about the shot. And he's quick to get it clear again. And claimed it back swiftly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Argentina can consider themselves just about safe now. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good strength. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, important interception.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
Has been indicated.
And that is that. Argentina can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And if you do have a chance today,
Messi
please
claiming
take
the
some
man of the
time out
match
to give your
award,
support to
and
our
there
better
is very
stadium
little
fund.
room for argument. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina.
Argentina are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really...
Great chance! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 18, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Camavinga. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Azar. And he's quick to snatch it back. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gonzalez. Decent chance! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Argentina are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Knocks it out wide. And he was alert to it. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. McAllister. Now there's a fine ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Camavinga. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Driving forward. And it's Fascioli. Now it's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now this could be a chance. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jimenez. And it's Fascioli. And Robertson. And it's Fascioli. Hazard.
2 added minutes has been
A
indicated.
reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Inter Milan have... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Argentina have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Argentina really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Played out to the left flank. Van Dijk. It's Camavinga. Fernandes. Plays it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, this is a great position. Molina. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Camavinga. And it's Messi. He is through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Messi. Fires it in low. Can he finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Argentina leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And this takes a shot! They've done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution.
Inter Milan are making a change now.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that will be the final act. Argentina are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
On our shuttle bus service.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.